Okay, so good morning. Let's start again. Can you hear me, Bonnie and Alice? How's my sound? Let's do a sound check. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can get sound check here. I'll have to start all over again. I was on mute. I'm just waiting for somebody to tell me if they can hear me. Yes. Okay. I hear you on my iPhone, but not on YouTube. Sharon, good morning. Good morning, Sharon. Sound is good over on YouTube. Okay, so let me start over again. Because I had the thank you, Alice. I had the volume, the microphone off. I don't know why. Let's see here. I feel like something is not right here. Okay. All right. So here's what's happening, everyone. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I've done it. I've split myself in two. So if you need to know how to do that, just let me know and we can have a little bit of a consultation. But yeah, I'm on both. I'm on Facebook and YouTube at the same time right now. The reason I'm doing this is because I am going to be moving over to Facebook for volume 16. So we have today for volume 15 and we have next Monday for volume 15. And then this book is complete. And then I'll be moving over to volume 16, which begins on April 8th on Thursdays over on Facebook. So what will happen is there's a couple of different, a couple of color alongs that we have not completed in this book in volume 15. So I'll be doing those throughout the month of March. And doing some kind of, and those will be over on Facebook. So we can kind of start to make the transition, start to make the move. So no matter where you're watching today, not a big deal. You can stay on YouTube. You can stay on Facebook and watch. If you're on Facebook and you'd like to share this out to your Facebook page or to a coloring group, I would greatly appreciate it. You can see if you're watching both. I think Bonnie Hughes is watching both. If you're watching both, you can see the difference in the video on both, on each one. You can see the difference in the YouTube video versus the difference in the Facebook video. And that difference alone is one of the reasons I'm switching back over to Facebook. Because if you look at the Facebook video, it's a little closer up than the YouTube video. The YouTube video is much further back. It's showing you my worn out space on my desk. It's showing you how I have something taped down. I'm not really crazy about showing all that. It's like you're looking at my mess. So I want to be able to make it look a little more professional, and it looks like Facebook is giving me a better video. It has to do with the technology that I use for all of it. So if we have time today, I will try to get to one of these. But today's color along is a color along like no other. I've never done a color along like this before. For today's page. Today's page is Van Gogh style. It's this very abstract style page. And really today is all about just letting loose, unleash the creativity. I'm using crayons today. I've got Crayola crayons. I've got a 16 pack, a 64 pack, and I have my Crayola twistables. But if you would, the picture looks better on YouTube, Alice is saying. And really, maybe the quality of it is better. And Sharon's saying, I've switched over to Facebook. I like it better and the sound is better as well. Yeah, so it's a tough situation, One of the things that I like about going on to, first of all, in order to go live on YouTube, directly into YouTube, this is a little information that you may not think you needed to know, a little TMI, but in order to go live on YouTube, you need to have a certain amount of followers. And I don't have enough followers to go live on YouTube directly in YouTube. So I have to use an app on my phone, which is why it says powered by StreamYard up in the corner. And by doing that, I don't have the capabilities of having like a lot of other graphics. Like when I do a Facebook Live video or we're at camp or something or a color along on Facebook, if you notice, sometimes I flip over and you've got another image on the screen, and I like that feature. But I cannot use that feature over on YouTube right now. So that's what's happening. That's that, as my grandmother used to say. So that's why I'm moving over to Facebook. Sandra says she prefers um, Facebook. Lynn Miller's saying hello, but she's waving goodbye. So I guess Lynn Miller's leaving. Can see and hear better on Facebook, Sandra's saying. Yeah, so we're going to have to do it that way. What I'll do is next week, I'll try to do both again for the last color along of this book as we kind of get used to this transition to go back over um, to Facebook rather than the tube. So today's color along is all about Van Gogh, and the Van Gogh style is all about um, short strokes, impressionism paintings, um, just kind of just letting the colors come together. Good morning, Lynn Fasella. She's over on YouTube. Bev Larson's over on Facebook. The colors just kind of come together as they're next to each other. And a lot of times, most of the time in an impressionist painting, you need to kind of step back or squint your eyes, and it'll look better. Good morning to Bev Larson, who's over on Facebook. So Bev, I'm trying both today. Lynn Fasella. So I'm just going to jump right in here. I'm going to use some short strokes. I've got my lines on here kind of as my guide. And I'm going to start out with this red orange. I don't know why. I just kind of picked it up. So here's my short strokes of my crayon. And this is going to look very abstract today. Very like, what have I done? What have I created? I don't know, maybe channel your inner artist or get your emotions out with this one. It's a lot that can happen with this. You are moving to YouTube only? Bev is asking, no. I have been on YouTube for all of this book, Bev, and starting with Color Along Volume 16, which begins on April 8th, I'm moving back over to Facebook. I missed a lot of people on Facebook. So, I've made a few changes lately in things. Color Alongs are going to move to Thursday starting on April 8th. I've changed some membership stuff that I have. I have a new membership that's going to be, it's actually going to be called a subscription rather than a membership. It's going to be coming out this week as I get everything kind of organized. And what else is happening? Got a lot of new books that I'm working on. Just released a drawing prompt book the other day. You're usually on Facebook, so I've missed you. I've missed Mamie Hickstead too, because Mamie was never able to comment, right, Mamie? So I'm glad you're here. Good morning. Good morning to Mary Hannah. So I don't know. There's 10 people watching on Facebook. There's 5 on YouTube. So I always feel like there's more on Facebook. I would love it if you would share this out onto somewhere. I don't know, onto your Facebook page, onto a coloring group. Lynn says, I prefer Facebook as I get notifications and I had to remember to go over to YouTube. Yeah, me too. So YouTube is cool because you can watch it from your TV, but you can't. I have not figured out a way to comment from my TV. So, and I'm not doing this from my TV. I have to be sitting flat on a chair. So, yesterday actually, I'm in the market for a new chair. Does anybody have any suggestions for a new chair? I'm in chair hell is what I'm in right now. I had this chair that I was using during coloring camp. The one of the legs came loose in the middle from underneath me. I don't really think I made a noise because I don't think anyone knew about it. And then I switched it and I pulled a chair from my kitchen table. And I hate doing that because I feel like all of my chairs are not getting equal attention. Does anybody have this? Would anyone else feel the same way? I just kind of felt like my chairs were just not all being sat in equally. So I was just sitting on this one chair. Well, let me tell you, yesterday I sat on this chair and all of a sudden the chair broke. The leg just completely snapped. Yeah, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I got to make some changes for other parts of life. I've got a lot of other things happening. I'm going to be having, I've got some websites I've been working on, and I've got some book cover design I've been doing for some authors. So I need to kind of transfer over to just kind of make a shift, make a little bit of a shift. All right, so there's my kind of my red orange. So see, short strokes, there's nothing, no rhyme or reason to any of this. This is all about just kind of getting those short strokes in and putting color on top and just kind of using these lines that are here as our kind of as our guides. You need a secretarial type chair with wheels also so you can get your shelves and books, etc. Beva's telling me. You know, I don't like the kind with the wheels because I feel like it makes my back feel weird. I don't really think it's good for my back. So I do have one with wheels that I retired to my basement and I haven't been using it, but I don't know what I need. I mean, I need to not sit down so much. I'm always getting up and down, so I don't really think that I should be sitting as much as I am. What do they say? That sitting is the new, do they say sitting is the new smoking? I looked for some different chairs, but I want to sit in it before I buy it. So I don't know. It's an issue. Maybe I could just too bad I can't have like a virtual sit down in a chair. Right? Hey, good morning, Rosie Eckhart. So can you believe that coloring camp was what, a couple of weeks ago now? It just feels so weird, doesn't it? It just feels very strange to me. And how is everyone holding up with cold weather and snow and it's freezing? It looks like it's kind of cold out today, but I don't know. All right, so I'm just kind of moving along with these colors, just kind of adding some different blends of colors. And this is just really a true abstract type page, you know? There's really no, I mean, it kind of reminds me of when you go to the eye doctor and they take a picture of your eye. I always actually am interested in those pictures. One time I asked the eye doctor if I could have the copy of the picture. And she's like, what are you going to do with it? I said, I don't know. It looks like a really cool abstract painting. She thought I was crazy. Needless to say, she did not give me the picture. This is day 1 of 3 with heavy snow, and I'm not excited at all. No? Bev, you're in Canada, though, right? So, yeah, it's crazy. The other day, I was going to build a snowman, but there really wasn't enough snow. And then I decided that I really didn't feel like crawling around on the ground. So I have to wait for Sharon to meet me for the snowman. I don't know. What do you think, Sharon? See, even Paisley's got something to say about it in the background. She's saying, yep, we need the snowman. Paisley, what's the matter, honey? Well, come over here and let me tell you. Come here. Oh, she wants with the other. We had a light year for snow. Now I don't want it at all. Yeah, that's what happens. You get kind of spoiled, right, Bev? That's crazy. I don't know. You just get crazy, crazy, crazy spoiled. And then you're like, what the heck? Why is it snowing like this? It's kind of like when one of my dogs is being quiet, and then all of a sudden they act like this. I get like, where's Quiet Paisley? Follow me, you go first. Okay, Sharon, no problem. I know a great spot, too. I want to walk the mandala in the snow. I actually know a great spot. Hang on, I got to get Pete to be quiet. Hang on, Pete. Come here, I'm going to give you something else. Come here. Come on. This way. Go ahead. Here you go. Come on. Come here. So, I guess we're not going to be able to do. Sharon's not as excited as me about that. About building that snowman. I always like to tease Sharon about the snowman building. I'm going to put some pink here. Just kind of adding different colors. What do you think about this style coloring? This is kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of like, what the heck is this? Like, what are we doing? Have we just lost it or something? I don't know. I think it's kind of reminds me of a painting in a way. I'm going to pop some pink over on this one here. And I'm just kind of doing it kind of like jiggly in my coloring. Just kind of like moving around, jiggle, jiggle. But it really kind of is a free-flowing, I don't know, kind of a very organic way of coloring on these organic type shapes. And this one is called Red Violet. This one is Wild Strawberry. I don't know about this color. It looks very, I don't think I've ever used this color before. Just kind of popping these colors in to these different spots. Just, I mean, this, you can kind of go over the lines because there's no really way to decide where should the line go, where should it not go. Maybe pop a little bit of this in here. It's almost like a bunch of scribbles. And in the end, look out, right? This is green, yellow. I'm losing it. Okay, Bev. I thought about bringing a bowl of snow inside. In my head, I made a snowman and decorated it with gummy bears and red licorice. That's a good idea, Lynn. Did you? I saw someone put a picture on Facebook that they brought snow in and put it in the bathtub for their kids to play with. You could always bring snow in and put it on. Do I need to get out more? Bev thinks I need to get out more. Okay, Bev. Well, hey, this is the best place to lose it, right? To lose your mind. I don't know. So is anyone watching on both YouTube and Facebook? I thought Bonnie Hughes was. I'm not sure. High tech, if you are. Shout out to you. Who is this sniffing me? Paisley? These look like almost like like a map, like a topographical map that you see from above, doesn't it? Oh, Lynn needs to get out more. Which part is worse, that she was going to bring it in, or that she? Oh, in your head you made a snowman. All right. Actually, that's a really good idea. You could freeze it. How about everyone keeps having these snow recipes where you make snow ice cream? I don't know about you, but I don't think I would do that. Does anyone done this where you eat the snow? Let me tell you, people. people, as they say. Let me tell you, if you are new to snow, do not make ice cream out of it. It is not very clean. Snow is very dirty. It has a lot of pollution in it. In my opinion, what does everybody else think about this? Bonnie, you're watching on both. Good for you. Paisley wishes she could watch on both because she's having a connection in the background. Does anybody else feel like that about snow, that you shouldn't eat the snow? I mean, I know that when my dogs eat too much snow, it makes them sick. It's not like it used to be. What do you think, Sharon? Make it ice and throw it in a drink. There you go, Bev. Maybe you could start selling Canadian snow ice cubes. Oh, we got to get Paisley to stop. Paisley, what is the problem, my friend? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Hold on. All set, dogs. Be free. I would never eat snow, Sharon is saying, unless it was in my own yard and had just fallen out of the sky onto my tongue. Well, that is something I would like to see. Well, I saw that picture of those deer in your yard, Sharon. So after that, I definitely would not go out there and eat it. But do you still think it's going to be clean enough when it falls from the sky? I don't know. I'm not sure if I would do that. Lynn does need to get out more. This is Lynn saying this. Okay, wait a minute. Lynn is saying that Lynn needs to get out more. Now Lynn is the third person. Okay. Um, Lynn needs to get out more, she's saying, but I actually went outside twice this weekend. Yesterday was beautiful here. Very, very nice outside. I was going to stay in and get some stuff done inside, but I decided that I needed to be out in the fresh air. It was that nice, crisp air. And I think the whole week is going to be like that. So I'm excited about that part. Considering how few flakes would actually fall onto your tongue, Sharon is saying, I don't think it would be much of a risk. Okay. Well, there's an activity, right? That's true. Catching snowflakes. You go film that in the next big snowstorm, Sharon. I'll do it too. Alice says I ate snow when I was 8 years old, but I would never do it now. See, I wouldn't do it either. I can't get out while shoveling my snow, Bev says. Oh, no kidding. How much snow do you have, Bev? And what part of Canada are you in? I follow these YouTube guys that live in Canada, and they were doing this video, and it was like negative 40 degrees where they were. I don't know how people do it. Negative 40. That's a little much. What do you think, Sarah? Snow when you were a kid? Yeah, not bad, right? Like, but I think it's different now. There's this kid in my neighborhood. Every time it snows and there's like a snowbank from the plow, which really bugs me actually, because one day he almost got hit. When there's a snowbank from the plow, he is always in the snowbank playing in the dark. I don't know why. I don't really know if he knows actually how to play in the snow. It's a little nuts that he's out there doing that. Toronto, oh, you're in Toronto, Ontario, in 6 inches so far, but much more coming, heavy snow. Bonnie says, I would think I would gag if I tried to eat snow. You think? How's the temperature where you are, though, Bonnie? You were getting some really cold weather a couple of weeks ago, I thought, right? I remember you saying it was a heat wave because it was like 9 or something. I don't know. We always complain about the cold, and then when it's hot, then we're complaining about that it's too hot. I don't even know. I guess I would, Bev. You're right. Bev says if you had to, you would eat it or melt it for water. But if I don't have to, I don't really think it's going to be on my meal plan. You know, I mean, talk about a keto diet, right? The snow diet. Mary's saying I get out and walk at least 3 times a week. My walking partner is the neighborhood reporter. She gives me the scoop on everyone on the street. That's an incentive to walk right there, right? How far do you walk, Mary? That's great that you do that. I try to walk every day. I don't really like to walk actually in my neighborhood because then my neighbors are being nosy, you know. So I'll go to a local college campus near me, and I'll walk there because it's so quiet, it's peaceful. I think they are melting snow in Texas. You're right, Bev. Why is water not being shipped to them? I don't understand what's happening. I don't know if Diana is with us today. Diana Mauricio is in Texas, and she's been giving me the scoop about what is going on. All right, so how are we doing so far with this crazy page we've got going on? Someone who knows. Good morning, Dawn. Dawn, I'm over on Facebook and YouTube today. I don't know why. Maybe because I've lost my mind. Did everyone see the paintings that we did over the weekend in the painting membership I have? We painted cheeseburgers. Check out this painting we did the other day. This is the cheeseburger that we did. Dawn created a whole meal. I'm telling you, I'm going to eat a cheeseburger. Lynn created 4 of them, and I added this crazy cheeseburger to a tote bag on Amazon, as I thought it would make a cool, reusable, um, reusable shopping bag. I don't believe in bottled water, but all the water we get, some comes from the sky. Anyway, Bev was saying, I agree with you. Yes. Yeah, frozen pipes is no picnic, huh? That's true. Mary says, I walk around the neighborhood for about an hour. Oh my goodness, my do hills, which makes it a more intense walk. I need to be motivated to do that, Mary. I only walk for like 15 minutes. But you know what I do try to do? I go up and down stairs a lot in my house. I do try to do that. You're not seeing all the comments, Sarah? Well, some of the comments that you're not seeing them because the other comments are coming from Facebook. So I'm talking to people on both YouTube and Facebook because we're on both places. So if you're not seeing the comments I'm talking about, it's because they're on Facebook and not YouTube. So. Okay, now you're back. Okay, good. Sarah's back over here now. See? So I don't know. What do you think about this crazy way of coloring? Are you having fun with it? Or you're like, what the heck am I doing? This is crazy. I've lost it, you know? I think it's kind of fun just to kind of scribble away. It does remind me of the photograph that they take of your eye at the eye doctor, though. Yeah, you can't see the Facebook comments on YouTube. You can't see the YouTube comments on Facebook. You know, it's one of those vice versa type situations, you know? I wish we could get this shared out to more groups, though, because that would help a lot. I feel like I'm out of the loop on Facebook Lives, like who's doing them, who's not doing them. Is there anybody new doing them? Is anybody else watching any type of color alongs on Facebook Live as Facebook Lives? Having fun with my crayons brings out my inner kid. That's what I think too, Mamie. Exactly, doesn't it? Especially how my crayons are just like a mess, right? Everybody's crayons. I mean, it's hard to keep crayons nice and neat and the paper's peeling off, but why not? Bev says, my cat is sitting at the door wanting to go out. Big surprise if I open the door with all that snow out there. How about those photographs from a snowstorm in Russia? It was like 12 feet high or something really ridiculous. Scarlett and Paisley finally laid down. All right, so I'm just adding a little bit of blue. Now, don't forget, you can add some of these colors, and then they're going to kind of mix to another color, right? Or you can just kind of say, I want them to be like that, or I want them to kind of have a little bit of something in there. I'm just kind of, and I'm grabbing these like kind of like not thinking about it. Hey, what color do I grab? I'm just kind of putting my hand over to those colors, which I think is the best way of coloring. Sometimes if it's too planned out, it's just, I don't know, too boring. Wow, that was very fast, Dawn. Yeah, I don't like sharpening them, Sarah. I don't know why, but I just don't. I like how they're kind of like this. I've never had much luck sharpening them. think I'll put some more pink up here. Dawn's talking about my book called 50 drawing prompts. I was really excited about this book. Did you guys all see this book, 50 drawing prompts? It's a prompt every day. Well, not every day. But there's 50 pages of things to draw. So take a look at that. I just ordered mine the other day, and I ordered it from the publisher, so I'm kind of like behind the 8 ball here. But I'm excited. I'm excited about that book. I'm working on, I'm going to be doing other books like that also, because that's volume 1. So I was smart enough to say volume 1. But I'll have to print out some pages and do a little bit of a video on those. But I'll be doing those. What else am I working on for books? There's other books too. I'm going to be working on, I'm working on a new Mandala book, Mandala Beauty Volume 3, should be out this week. I'm almost done with it. I'm thinking about doing another coloring handbook. I'm not sure. I mean, what do you think about that? What are your thoughts about that? Another coloring handbook. I have 2 of them so far. I thought about doing volume 3. I'm definitely going to do another palette book, that's for sure, because that's always a fun book. Those actually sell really well. And then the other part about the palette books is that I can offer them as free Kindle books. So I like that part of them, because sometimes I can do like a 1 day, 24 hours, this book is free type thing. So you can't do that with a coloring book. You cannot publish a coloring book as a Kindle book. And my coloring handbooks, actually, one of them I think is available as a Kindle, but the other volume got kicked out. It's been a battle that I finally just gave up on. I don't know what happened. They're just not accepting it. They said it violates their terms of service. It is just crazy. Yeah, the Mandala 3, Lynn, will be out. Mandala Beauty Volume 3 should be out by, I would say by the end of this week. I'm trying to think of what day I have that I can kind of chip away. I'm not sure which day. I'm sure I'll find a day somewhere. I've been sick with a cold, Alice is saying, and my asthma is bad too. Now Cleo has an asthma attack last night. Oh no. All right, so this is just kind of some blue as I round the top of it. I think this is a cool page to color too, because you can kind of just like color it really fast. Oh, I hate when that happens, Lynn. That happens to me when I draw too much. I wake up and my hand is like a claw, that I cannot even move my hand. Matter of fact, my hand, like I wake up and my fingers are like hurting, that I can't even like get them apart. I painted a little bit yesterday. I've been painting some ceramic pieces. Did anyone ever paint ceramic pieces before? Dawn just commented on YouTube, going over to Facebook, and I thought I read it as going over to the ER, and I was like, what? Have you, Bev? It's fun, right? I'm working on this. It's like a little like picture, not a picture, a picture to like use as a centerpiece. I think I'm gonna put it on my kitchen table. I'm not really sure. I always am so confused about what to put on my kitchen table. If I put too many different things on there, I'm afraid that the dogs are going to get them. So, Lynn is asking, when you paint ceramics, do you prime the piece first? No. I just go right on the bisque. I just use bisque. You know, I I used to when I was a kid, my mom had a ceramic studio in our house, and from when I was like 10, I think, and I used to help with the ceramic studio, and we used to pour our own pieces. So we had tons. She had tons of molds. So I was like 10, 12 years old, child labor, right? And pouring pieces in the basement and with molds, and then we would fire them in the kiln. I mean, I do remember her saying, "Don't go near that; it's too hot." So I do remember her saying that, like, this is too dangerous for a kid. So I guess she did adhere to the guidelines of child labor. Anyway, yeah. So I've been doing that since I was 10. Oh my god, that's like a long time. And then I taught ceramics for, oh my goodness, 25 years maybe. Um, Maybe 25 years to kids. But it was more of a paint your own pottery, so we just used acrylic paint. I don't know. Do you think it needs a lot of instruction? There's like no way to do it right now. I don't know if people do it online or not. Like do an online class of it where you can buy the ceramic piece from them. And then you could actually like kind of follow the instructor. Look, I still have paint on my hand from when I was painting last night, actually. That is how you learn. You're right. See, this is the other reason why I have to switch over. Who is this? Potential spam. You know, this happened to me the other day. Potential spam on my iPhone 12. And it was not spam. It was a prescription, actually, an update about a prescription that needed to be refilled and needed a doctor's approval. And had I ignored it, I would never have known. Don't I say my mom and mother-in-law and I used to all go to classes all the time. I loved it. Well, you know, I gotta say, I mean, I was showing somebody what I had painted or what I was working on, and they said to me, "Why don't you just do a class like that?" I said, "You can't do a class now. No one can go anywhere. You know, it's hard. I don't know if I could do an online class like that. Ship the item to the person. Sometimes it's a little expensive. Yes, there's places around here too like that too. But there's a lot of places where you can buy the pieces online. It's okay to just paint it with just acrylic, Lynn. You don't have to go with just go with glaze. You know, the piece that I'm working on right now is acrylic, just acrylic craft paint. So I don't know. I mean, I thought about doing some craft classes, some online craft classes. I don't know what the interest is. Painting retreat starts on March 8th, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're not signed up for that, this week is the last week to sign up for it, actually. I used to have a kiln in my basement, but I did sell it because I just really wasn't using it. But it's a dying art, isn't it? It's like a lot of places are just not. I mean, I guess you can buy so many things that are just already done. It's kind of sad. But I made a lot of different things. Nativity sets, Christmas trees. Depends. Painting with Anne is more fun than the show Painting with John. What is Painting with John? Yes, that's what I do, Dawn. I do acrylic and then I just spray it with a high gloss spray. Exactly. Boy, that spray does stink though, doesn't it? Painting with Anne is more fun than the show Painting with John. Who was Painting with John? I don't know about this. I don't know if anybody's interested in that type of class or workshop type thing where I could get the item shipped to you. I don't know if I could drop ship it. Maybe I could drop ship it from the company that I'm gonna like the company that I use. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, as they say. You know when people say that? Let me know in the comments. I guess that's what I must watch an awful lot of YouTube. I've been watching, speaking of watching, Painting with John, a new unscripted series starring John Lurie, is part meditative tutorial, part fireside chat. Where is this? I don't know about this. Meditative tutorial, part fireside chat. I don't know if I would call my color alongs, my videos, meditative. Would you? Crazy sometimes, because we have some crazy conversations going on. How about camp with that word search? I was thinking about that last night. Actually, I was thinking about it yesterday morning, the word search. When we were doing camp and we did that crazy word search, and Sharon was trying to tell me, oh, it was funny. She was trying to tell me where the word was, and she was giving me instructions, and I just could not find it. I just couldn't find the words in the word search. And oh, I'll have to check it out. I don't have HBO, but I think I might have a free trial or something. I'll have to check it out then. She was trying to get me to go to find the words. Sharon, I crack up laughing every time I think of it. And this is really what was happening also behind the scenes with that whole episode with that word search, is that there was, I think it had snowed that day. And so my neighbor was outside with his snowblower, the shovel. I think I heard maybe they were talking on voices or something. And I was trying to do the word search with all of that happening. That was so funny, wasn't it, Lynn? With all of that happening, that all it reminded me of was like, I don't know, like, let's go stand somewhere and play blasting music for someone, like really annoying music, strobe lights, let's throw paintball, let's throw snowballs at them at the same time, and all at the same time, let's let them use their brain to try to like solve a math problem. That's how it felt. It felt like I just couldn't do it. It was really funny, actually. I was really like losing it. That, oh my God, it's like I cannot even do this. But I'm really convinced that it was all like that, because the other day, a similar thing happened while I was trying to do something, and I just felt like I can't even concentrate on what the heck is going on. And that was why. There was a lot happening. There was music playing, there was a snowblower, there was a shovel. I don't really consider snowstorms quiet anymore. I just feel like there's always like the scrape of the shovel. Hey Diana, had to switch from TV to phone. Don't like not being able to see the comments. Um, yeah, exactly, right? You got to be able to see all the comments. How are you doing in Texas, Diana? So I'm just kind of finishing this up with this little brown color. This little brown color. That's what I'm going to call it. The little brown color. It's actually sepia. Um, and just kind of adding some stuff here and there. But I'm going to consider this page finished. And you could go back to this page or back onto this, and if you had some sort of oil, like a cooking oil or blending oil or baby oil, you could actually kind of blend over it, and you would kind of like almost look like you paint the oil on. These crayons just do not want to stay in a pile. You could actually paint the oil on, that would kind of look like a painted page. I want to take a look at this book and see what is left, and see where we are as we move into March. So let's first talk about March. In the month of March, we only have a color along in the month of March on March 1st. So the March calendar actually will be posted later today. And our last color along for volume 15, which is the book we're working on right now, thank you, Diana, is on Monday, March 1st. After that, there are no other color alongs in the month of March scheduled on this calendar, except for some that I'm going to throw in somewhere. So there's really nothing else that's scheduled as far as official color alongs. But on Monday, we start our painting retreat on March 8th. And if you're interested in signing up for this, we're painting these 4 paintings: Still Life, this field of red flowers, this other painting that is a with these little daisies, and then the big flower. You will need a printer so you can print out the templates, but If you want to freehand it, that's fine too. And then we have draw alongs in March also. And then my painting membership meets on the 6th and the 20th on in March. So I do have some time. There are some days that are empty here, and I'll be coming on with some pop-up type color alongs as we move into March. So that will be posted as we go along, as later on today. So let's see what is left in this book, because the last one we have for this book is actually this grayscale photo, which is on March 1st. So this will be our last one. Lynn says, I'm excited about the painting retreat. Me too. Thank you, Bonnie Hughes. Lynn says, snow used to be quiet. Now everyone is in a hurry to get out. Plows, shovels, people. Where is everyone going? I know. Isn't it crazy? Especially if no one's going anywhere. Why are they doing that? I know somebody that told me that they paid $80 to have their driveway shoveled, which is flat. And they don't know this person doesn't work, doesn't go anywhere. And why are they doing that? If my driveway was flat, I would just let it melt. So the next color along is next Monday, Bonnie, on March 1st. Here it is. March 1st, and I'm going to do both YouTube and Facebook that day. But then that's it. There's no more color alongs in the month of March unless I pop them on. So I'll do some pop-up throughout here. Maybe I'll start doing this on a few Thursdays there. Just kind of pop them in. I'm going to just play it by ear, to be honest with you, because I've got some other things going on that I wanted to kind of free up some time. And then April 8th is when Color Along Volume 16 begins. Does that make sense? Is it snowing where you are, Dawn? Gina Bellinger just said she's getting 3 inches of snow today in Pennsylvania. All right, so this one is watercolor pencils. And I think I actually am going to do this one since we have a little bit of time here. Because today's challenge or drawing event on the... I probably will not do them at night, Sarah, because nights are very, very difficult for me. I'm extremely tired at night, Sarah. I got to be honest with you. The other night I was asleep by 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30. No, I was asleep by 7:45. Hang on, let me get my watercolor. I was asleep by like 7:45, and I woke up at 8:30. And I thought to myself, is it morning? I really believed it was morning. I'm going to go get some water so we can work on that page. I don't know why I was so tired, but I said, is it like already the next day? What is happening? I don't know. So this one, I'm going to use these Prismacolor watercolor pencils. Catch up to the class. Look what Lynn started. I'm not even going to comment. I have to catch up on the prompt drawings. Right now I have to finish 2 commissions for a client. Oh, cool. The prompt drawing that Dawn's talking about is in the Just Color group. The prompts are for using watercolor pencils, and using watercolor pencils to create a drawing. Today is to draw a vase of flowers. Total coincidence, to be perfectly honest with you, about what I'm doing right now. So I didn't really even think of this page. But what I'm going to do is just kind of color this section here of these flowers, and then I'm going to use some water to kind of blend it out. I never make a big deal about my birthday, you guys. I don't know why. I just don't. It's not posted on Facebook. As a matter of fact, the other day, Facebook said to me something about my birthday. And I said, what? How do they know? What is going on? And I had to look at my Facebook profile. I'm like, why do they know it's my birthday? And, It's not a publicly posted. My birthday is Saturday. Is it Saturday? Wait, let me let me look. Yes, it's Saturday the 27th is my birthday. But thank you, Lynn. That's when my birthday is. I don't really make a big deal about it. I don't really know why I don't. It's just not really a big deal. Thank you. Plus, I forget how old I am. Does anybody else have this problem? They're like, when you have to stop and think. When is Easter this year, Sarah? I don't even know. Lent was the Ash Wednesday was the other day, right? So this one is it's called Rouge Carmen. Thank you, Bev Larson. Oh wow, Easter's early. No, is it early? Yeah, I guess it is kind of early, right? April 3rd. See, now this trash can's being moved behind me. I don't know. These people make too much noise. Oh, your birthday is April 4th. That seems normal for Easter, doesn't it? All right, let's see if we can find some green. I'm gonna go with this dark green. It's called dark green. I'm looking at the French name for it. Lynn, help me out. That's why I called this one Rouge Carmen. This one is called Carmine Red. Mary says, we had a nice birthday celebration with my son yesterday. We had a Mid-East dinner delivered. Oh, how delicious. What did you have? All it makes me think of is hummus and thinking how much I love hummus. I was watching this YouTube channel the other day. They were cooking only plant-based foods, and they made a meatloaf out of oatmeal, white beans, and all kinds of vegetables. I'm not sure. I want to try it, but I don't know. Does anybody just eat a plant-based diet? I wish I could. I've been trying to eat less meat. I mean, I'm still eating meat, but I've been trying to eat less of it. So whatever's in my, the portion size is lower compared to the rest of the food I'm eating. And eating way more salad. Ooh, kebab. Alice, that's so funny. Alice says, I say all the time, how old am I? And do I really want to know? I know it doesn't bother me. It's just that I forget. It's tough when you're only 35, Alice, isn't it? You got to admit. You start to get like, when you're only 35, maybe people don't want to know how old you are. They get jealous that you're only 35. You think it sounds gross? No, you're not eating a plant. It's just only eating plant food. Thank you, Lynn. And Cheryl, that's right. Cheryl's birthday is Friday the 26th. Happy birthday, Cheryl. I saw that. Where did I see that, Cheryl? And I said, see, that's why I like Cheryl. We have birthdays that are close together. Somebody else has, another person that has, that illustrates, that's a coloring book artist, has the same birthday as me. What are you going to put in the stuffed peppers, Lynn? When I make stuffed peppers, I just stuff them with like a bread stuffing. So that's vegetarian. Well, yeah, I don't know I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. I mean, I do want to eat less meat, that's for sure. Yesterday I do eat a big salad every day, so with like spinach and beet greens, and I mean it could just be my own meal, or I'll eat like yesterday I ate a big salad with a sweet potato and a tiny piece of meatloaf. So I guess that counts, right? Mushroom, onion, garlic, and rice. Ooh, that is a very good idea. I have a red pepper in the refrigerator that I noticed that I need to cook. Is it worth it for me to make one? Thank you, Mary Hannah. I wonder if it's worth it for me to. How many times is this number going to call me? I wonder if it's worth it for me to just do one pepper. Maybe I could try it. Depends how ambitious I want to be. Dawn says I do rice and hamburger or sausage and sometimes just beans and rice or like a stuffing mix. Oh, beans and rice sounds delicious. Cottage cheese mixture in the peppers is great. What I do eat tuna fish every day. Yes, Sarah, I do. If somebody said to me, what? Well, I don't know. I asked the question. I'll throw it out to you. If somebody said to you, what would you, if you could only eat one meal for every meal, what would it be? Mine would be tuna. Sharon says I use stovetop stuffing mix that I doctor up with some sauteed garlic, onion, shredded carrots, cheese, and either ham or pepperoni. Oh my goodness. I usually use a stale Italian bread, like a day old Italian bread. And then I tear it up. This is for a stuffed pepper. Tear it up into, like with my hands, rip it up with my hands. And then I add a can of, I gotta find a color for this bowl, for this jar. I'm gonna go with this gold color. I don't know why, but why not? I add a can of tomato sauce, chopped parsley, grated cheese, garlic, pepper, a ton of olive oil, and like that's my kind of like liquid for it. And sometimes black olives, but not really all the time. And then I smush it all together with my hands. And to be honest with you, I like the stuffing mix before I put it in the pepper and just like that. So it takes a lot for me to not have a taste while I'm making that. And then it becomes, and then I stuff the pepper on the, I stuff the pepper and put it in the oven. You don't make them like that, Sharon? I haven't made stuffed peppers in a while, actually. The last time I made them, they were criticized, though, so I don't know if I'm going to make them again. People start to criticize my food. Not so much, right? When I was 20, I thought people were old at the age of 30, Alice is saying. Then when I got to be 30, I said, now 50 was old. Now when I got 50, 70 is old. And Bonnie thinks that 80 is old. Let's just all go with 100, right? Oh, poor Bev. Bev thinks she's old now. I don't think she's calling you old, Bev. It's okay. And then how about what Sarah's asking? Sarah says, what do you put in your tuna fish? I just use mayo. That's it. Just simple mayo. I don't put anything else in it. It's the tuna though. I usually buy Italian style tuna and olive oil. So I could eat that with nothing on it. Doesn't make a difference to me. Tuna would be my meal that I could eat all the time, constantly. Sarah says, I feel old at 40 and tired. I know, but if you keep telling yourself you're old, then you're going to feel old. And you're not old, old Rosie, at 71. I'm going to be 56. I'll say it. I'm not going to be 35. I'm going to be 56. I can't even believe I'm going to be 56, to be honest with you. I don't know why I can't believe it. I just, like, I don't know. It seems weird. Does anyone else feel like that? Tuna celery with celery, onion, dill, Miracle Whip sandwich. Oh, that is good. Okay, we're almost ready for the water. I'm going to use kind of a brown, though, on the table, I think. I'm going to use this. See, when I get, Alice is saying, when I get to 70, I will think 100 old. But now I don't think I'll see 100. You don't think so? I don't know. No? I gotta say though, if you have like something that's a chronic pain, I don't know. It's just, it can change you. Don't you think, Alice? Alice and I have talked about this. Actually, Alice, I have to talk to you about something else. I'm going to have to send you a message about it. Mayo, mustard, and a hard-boiled egg. Oh, a hard-boiled egg is good with tuna. That is true. I just like a tuna melt. I like the melt of it. Like, I would love a filet of fish type sandwich. I don't know what it is. Tuna with mayo, garlic, and onion powder and onions is what Dawn makes. Dawn, do you like onions? Do you want to tell us that you really like them? Bev says, I will be 76 in July. 75 was bad enough. Do you think so? No. Oh, look at Betty White. Betty White is a robot. Do you think that Betty White is a robot? I really believe that she is. I really believe that Betty White is a robot. What do you think that Betty White does every day, though? I mean, let's think about it. What do you think she's doing right now? You're so right. Mary always says such wise things. Mary is saying that no one has an expiration date on their forehead. Dawn, yes, I like onions. I was being sarcastic, Dawn. What do you think she's doing right now, though? Come on. Don't tell me that she does not, like, feel her age. And what is she trying to prove? That Betty White. You know? It's like, who was it that I thought to myself, what do they look like when they first wake up? Right? You think she's having a drink, Bev? Maybe. Maybe that's her secret. Maybe her secret is like, smoke a cigarette every day, have a drink. Maybe she has like a young lover. Who knows? Right? Sarah says she just had a pimento and cheese sandwich. Oh, I do love that. It depends how my body is with how old I want to live. Well, I do agree with that. You know, you don't want to live like you're suffering type thing, right? I know she is adorable, but like, what do you think she's doing right now? I'm going to add the water now. A little bit of water, just kind of paint it on to kind of get the colors to blend now. You know, remember I put two shades of pink in these flowers, so they're blending together. Jean Ballinger's over on YouTube, and she just said, "Wait till you get to 77." Is it exciting, Jean Ballinger? What will happen? Sometimes my mom will say to me, I'll say something to her, and she looks at me and she says, I'm old. I'm like, I guess maybe I give her a hard time. I'm like, come on, chop, chop, lady. My dad always told everyone I had made in Germany stamped on my butt. It was the only time my mom ever got pregnant is when they lived in Germany. Oh, that's funny. Now you need that as a tattoo. Here's my green. I haven't had chicken and stars soup in a very long time. Well, no siblings. Maybe that means you'll really live long, Dawn. Right? Sometimes we have those siblings, as Lynn says, that are like they're anti-me type siblings. We all know those. Okay, let's fill in the back of this with just some more of that lavender background, and then the water for the. I'm going to go over the stems though, because I just wanted to kind of give the illusion that it's inside the water. And then the same thing here. Kind of made it into like a yellow looking vase. And then this background here of the, well, not really the background, but the table. Kind of has a brown and a yellow mixed in to see how you can kind of really tell if those colors are blending. I think Betty White, Lynn is saying, is doing stuff like the rest of us, reading, watching TV. Maybe she's watching this, Lynn. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Watching TV, etc. I see the women at my mom's independent living facility. They do stuff. They laugh. They swoon over Bridgerton scenes. Yeah, but do you think that she's not in assisted living, is she? I'm just saying she's Betty White. Like, what is different about Betty White? You know, not me, not really like her age, but she's Betty White. You need to watch. Has anyone watched Behind Her Eyes on Netflix? I started watching that last week, and I don't know if it's giving me nightmares. If it's very intense, it's good, but there are a few scenes in it that are just like really giving me nightmares. Oh, all right. So Lynn's talking about like what did they do when they're in the 90s? Oh, true. But I wonder if Betty White is living a different life. No siblings. Dawn has no siblings, and my late husband was an only child also, so my kids have no immediate aunts or uncles. Oh no. Sometimes you need the aunt or the uncle, right? My niece came over the other day to pick something up. We were safe. We wore a mask. Anyway, she came over with my sister, and she had a rash on her hand, and I think it was like I looked at it, and she's like, "Yeah, this rash is really killing me." And it was. I said, "It just looks like eczema." And she went home, and my sister asked her a few days later, "How's the rash on your hand?" She said, "Oh, that's fine." And she said, "Really?" She said, "I thought it was bothering you." No. And my sister had been telling her for weeks that it was just eczema and it wasn't a big deal. And she said to her, "No, I went over Auntie's house and she told me that it was eczema. So that's what it is, and I'm fine." And she said, "I've been telling you it was eczema for like weeks." Yeah, but she knows what she's talking about. That was the end of the eczema. So I have no idea. Apparently she thinks I'm an authority. I don't know. It was funny. Yes, I agree. Dawn is saying my aunts that are all still alive are like my second mothers to me. Right. I have a one niece that when she was younger and we would be in a store together, they would think that I was her mother. And I'm like her second mom to this day. So, but I guess I was the authority about the rash. Lynn has said people are getting rash on their hands. Oh, really? She had COVID actually. Maybe I should tell her that. Mary says, my brother and I finish each other's sentences. Isn't it great when you have somebody that can do that with you? Dawn says, I think Betty White is an icon because of her age and her mindset, and she still works in acting. I do too. I wasn't trying to give Betty White a hard time. I started watching behind the scenes. It is a bit too much, Cheryl saying over on YouTube. Well, it is a little bit too much, isn't it? The scenes, like when she's dreaming, and I don't know. I'm on like episode 4, I think, and there's only 6 episodes. So I just don't know if I'm going to finish it, Cheryl. What do you think? I have lots of elderly in their 90s, Sarah saying, and they are good to go. There's one man who's 99, 2 months younger than Betty White. He says a lot. I want to die, and where is Jesus and God? Interesting, Lynn. Marianne is talking about that her and her twin sister finish each other's sentences. Okay, so this one's finished. So the only one we really have left for this is this one right here, and then that will complete this book. So we have this one and the one for next week. So maybe next week we can do this also with the gifts, and then we'll be done with it. And then in March it will free us up to get together for live color alongs for maybe the drawing prompts book, like a live video for that, or for some new books like little boxes. I'm thinking of taking my little boxes book and my Patrick Frenzy book and turning them into stickers, colored stickers. What do you think? Are you a sticker person? I asked this in the coloring group, stickers. Apparently stickers are a thing. I don't know. So I'm just kind of flipping through this. This was a fun book. Really, really a fun book. If you have not purchased Color Along Volume 16 yet, it's on Amazon. It's on my website as a PDF. Where is it? This one is going to be a lot of fun too, because this one is, oh, it says I should make magnets. I was thinking of making pins. Oh, Sharon, of course. This is my finished page. It could be held anyway, right? It could be vertical or horizontal. Thank you, Sharon. Anytime, my friend. All right, so this is Color Along Volume 16. Color Along Volume 16, again, all the pages in the book are drawn for the book, created for the book. And here's the pages. We've got some grayscale pages. We've got a mandala, another grayscale page. And let me take a look. I'll flip through here. I should have put the names of the techniques on them. Ooh, a laminator. Do I need a laminator? Maybe I do. Use your wings. You can make your own magnets, right? Can't you buy like a magnet strip and then laminate them? But I'm thinking of selling some stickers. I don't know. People are into stickers. What do people do with stickers is what I want to know. Like I was thinking making stickers out of these little types of things. So, 8.5 by 11 magnet sheets. Oh, wow. I think I need that. Can you laminate the magnet and the paper together? It's a good question. Marianne, do you make magnets? Marianne's always doing something like that. I'm excited about this book because it has more grayscale. You don't think you can do that? All right. And then look at the techniques that we're doing, the tutorial topics that are here. I don't know why that's over to the side. Textures with tape, speckled, woodless colored pencils, shading with colored pencils, Crayola super tips with water. We did that. Did we do that at camp or we did that somewhere else? Somebody's snowblower is running. I don't know why. Grayscale with colored pencils, warm colors, just a number 2 pencil. I always love that one. Watercolor pencils, stained glass, pointillism, blending with colored pencils, bolding, neutral colors, make it pop, just 5 colors, oil pastels. Oh, I guess you would have to laminate it first. It would fit in a laminator. Really, Marianne? Okay. Do I need both? I think maybe I need a laminator. Northern Lights, just a blue pen, Impressionism style, colored pencils, and blending oil. Oh, and monochromatic. Two things I want to say. Bonnie Hughes, the tote bag that you won at coloring camp, I think is going to be delivered tomorrow. Diana, I don't know if Diana is still I'm not sorry, not Diana. Pat Christie. I don't know if Pat Christie's watching. Is she? No, she's not. Okay, I'll have to send her a message. Cheryl Waters, your painting was shipped that you won at coloring camp, and I thought it was already delivered. I'm not sure. I have to look at the tracking again. It wasn't delivered yet, was it, Cheryl? All right, so I will be back next Monday on both Facebook and YouTube to finish up this book, and then we will take it from there. I'll be posting the March calendar as the day goes on today. I'll post it on my Facebook page. Check out the newsletter that was sent out yesterday. It has a lot of information. Oh, good question, Lynn. Lynn's asking, will it still be magnetic when you, I can't wait to see how you like it, Bonnie, because I don't have that bag yet. I wonder if it would still be magnetic. That's a very, very good question. Interesting. I think I need to go. Oh, you did? Okay, good, Cheryl. Good. Awesome. Okay, everyone. Hey, thanks so much for joining me this morning. I will see everyone next Monday. Have a great day.